Hello, and welcome to Resume Before and After, where we look at common resume mistakes and how to fix them. Today, we're looking at the best ways to streamline and modernize an outdated, visually unappealing resume. As legendary clothing designer Coco Chanel once said, "Fashion is not something that exists in dresses only. Fashion has to do with ideas." This is certainly true for resumes. The world of resume writing has fashions, trends in design, formatting, content, and writing style. And these trends change over time. Certain ideas fall out of fashion. And if you, as a job seeker, are using a resume that follows old-fashioned rules, you may look as out of place in the modern workplace as someone wearing bell-bottom jeans or day-glow leg warmers. A modern resume should be an eye-catching, short and snappy, highly customized document that highlights your best skills and accomplishments. Let's look at an example of how we could change an old-fashioned resume to follow these trends. This is the original resume of Mr. John Dewey. We're going to use his resume for 3 videos, each focusing on a different aspect of the resume. Today, we're focusing on formatting, design, and layout, the choices that affect the visual presentation of the resume. From the first glance, I'm not dazzled by Mr. Dewey's resume. It's not very visually appealing. There's a bland, dull sameness about it. The formatting of the resume is so simple that it could have been done on a manual typewriter, and this sameness makes everything sort of blend together. The large paragraphs are also off-putting and intimidating. The most important information doesn't really jump off the page. Ideally, you would want someone casually skimming your resume to be able to pick up the most important information about your skill set. But here, there's no opening profile statement or key skills section to highlight his qualifications. They're all buried in a wall of text. This generic format is outdated and will not grab hiring managers' attention. Now let's take a look at how we can fix these issues with an updated version of this same resume. The first thing to notice about the new resume is how different it looks from the first resume. We used several design and formatting techniques, including color, borders, columns, shading, and bullet points to make the document more eye-catching and visually appealing. Ours is a visual age, and it's no longer enough these days for a resume to be informative. It has to be pretty. It's important to note, however, that we intentionally did not use certain formatting techniques, such as tables, text boxes, and graphics that can interfere with ATS programs. Tables, text boxes, and graphics will make a resume very pretty, and they can be a great choice if you're handing someone a physical copy of your resume. But if you're submitting your resume electronically, it's better to avoid tables, text boxes, and graphics since the computer software often has trouble reading them. And as this resume shows, there are other ways to create an attractive document. Finally, let's look at the new sections we added. The new resume begins with a branding statement, professional summary, and key skills section. These specialized sections are a key feature of modern resumes because they enable you to draw attention to your best qualifications right at the top of the resume. In this case, the branding statement identifies his major areas of expertise: genealogy and special libraries, reference, and collection management. His professional summary describes him as a librarian with over a decade of supervisory experience. And his skills section includes library-specific keywords, such as collection development and outreach. Also, he mentions his fluency in Spanish and lists relevant software. All of this relevant information jumps off the page. Even if a hiring manager stops reading the resume at this point, they've already got a good idea of Mr. Dewey's qualifications. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please click like, and if you'd like to see more content from us, please click subscribe.